Hi guys, this is one smothered turkey wing. I apologize, I only had one, but you can definitely add more to this recipe. It is absolutely freaking delicious. You guys are gonna love this. If you work 8-hour shifts, you can put it in the crock pot and go to work and put it on low and come home and it be ready to go. Look how tender it is. I cooked it on high for 4.5 hours. Now, if you want the recipe to see how to make this delicious dish, keep watching. Here are the ingredients for smothered turkey wings. And I should just say wing, I only have one. I have the drumette and the flat. I could have swore there were 3 flats in this pack when I bought them, but I'm gonna cook them anyway. I only eat the flats of poultry, but maybe my husband will like it. I got a half onion I cut up, half of a bell pepper. I'm gonna use some adobo seasoning, some seasoning salt, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some paprika, some black pepper. And there's my crock pot. I'm gonna put it on low and it's gonna go for 5 hours. And those that know me, welcome back. I'm Jennifer. Those that don't, I always use a liner because quick and fast and easy cleanup. I don't have to soak it. I just have to wash it and it's ready to go. And my turkey wings, I have washed in vinegar and water and I'm patting them dry. I'm gonna get everything set up. Like I said, these go in the crock pot for about 4 to 5 hours and they are absolutely delicious. Let's get cooking. Okay, for the chicken, so I'm gonna start with some adobo. And like I said, there's only 2, it's almost comical. I thought I had 3 flats. And this is quite salty, so definitely wanna be easy on the seasoning salt using that. And I'm using some paprika. It's not smoked, just regular. Onion powder. And this is garlic powder. You can use poultry seasoning, whatever seasonings you like. You can even do them Cajun if you like. And I'm gonna be using some fresh cracked black pepper. I have it on a pretty coarse texture. Okay, and don't fear, I am definitely gonna wipe everything off with Clorox wipes, all my spices and herbs. And you really want them really seasoned really good. I'm even gonna get under that skin there and season that. Because no, I'm not gonna eat this part. Like I said, hopefully my husband will. I just don't eat the drumette of poultry. I only like the flats. Okay, see how that looks? Okay, let's get the crock pot set up and I'll show you the next step. Okay, for the crock pot, you wanna put your onions in there and you wanna put your bell pepper in there. And you guys, I've done it again. I always forget one ingredient. It's like it should be my trademark. You're gonna need some chicken broth. If not, you can use water. And then you wanna take your turkey wing, I should say, instead of wings, because it's only 2. I mean, it's only 1 wing, technically. You got the drumette and the flat. And you wanna not cover this with water. You just wanna fill it up. And you don't wanna rinse off your spices. I had leftover chicken broth and then I had this package. And if you really like turkey wings, I got a really good, easy barbecue turkey wing video on my channel. You might wanna check that out. And you wanna put just enough, you don't wanna cover it. And these are gonna cook low and slow. I'm gonna put the lid on, put this on low, and this goes for 5 hours. So I'll check you back in a little while. Okay guys, there it is after 5 hours. I apologize. It's 8 hours on low, 4 to 5 hours on high, and that is just one complete turkey wing. Now I'm gonna tighten up the sauce that it's in and make a gravy. So I have 4 tablespoons of flour, and I'm gonna go ahead and brown that on the stove and add some of the liquid to it to make a gravy to add with this. Okay, I have my skillet on. I'm just gonna add some dry flour to the skillet. I just wanna toast it to remove the raw flour flavor. Taste. I don't know if you can tell, but if you can see, the flour now has more of a tan color. It's not completely white from toasting the flour to remove the raw flour flavor. Okay, now I'm going to remove almost a cup of this sauce that I've cooked the turkey in and add that to the flour. Okay, I'm going to add the drippings from the turkey. And stir this together and whisk this till it's nice and thick. And you want to check it for seasoning, because all I did was season the turkey breast. I didn't season the broth or anything. Okay, see how thick that is? That's what you want right there. Okay, I'm going to add this to the turkey wings. Pour that right on top. And let this cook for an additional 30 minutes. And then I'll get everything set up and tell you guys my joke. Okay guys, look how tender it is. Just comes right off the bone. And if you wanted to, you could have just not added the gravy, the flour mixture. You could have just added 1.5 cups of rice and put the lid back on and let the rice absorb all the liquid. That would be delicious too. But I wanted to have more of a thicker gravy. See how the meat just comes right off the bone. This smells absolutely wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, this is another one of my quick, fast, easy meals. I apologize, it's just one wing, turkey wing, but my husband won't eat them anyway. So let me tell you guys my joke. A man walks into a restaurant with a full-grown ostrich behind him. As he sits, the waitress comes over and asks for their orders. The man says, "I'll have a burger, fries, and a Coke." And he turns to the ostrich. "What's yours?" "Ostrich, I'll have the same." A short time later, the waitress returns with the order. "That'll be six euros and 6.4 euros, please." The man reaches into his pocket and pulls out exact change for the payment. The next day, the man and the ostrich come in, and again the man says, "I'll have a burger, fries, and a Coke." The ostrich says, "I'll have the same." Once again, the man reaches into his pocket and pays exactly the correct change. This becomes a routine until late one evening. They come into the restaurant. The waitress goes, "Usual?" The man says, "Nah, it's Friday. I'll have steak, baked potato, and salad." "Same for me," says the ostrich. Short time later, the waitress comes with the order and says, "That'll be 12.62 euros. Once again, the man pulls out exact change out of his pocket and places it on the table. The waitress can't hold back her curiosity any longer. "Excuse me, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but how do you manage to always come up with the exact amount of change in your pocket every single time?" "Well," says the man, "several years ago I was cleaning my attic and I found an old lamp. When I rubbed it, a genie appeared and offered me 2 wishes. My first wish was whatever it was, that if I had to pay for anything, I put my hand in my pocket and get the exact change out of my pocket. The money will always be there." "That's brilliant," says the waitress. "Most people wish for $1 million or something, but you will be as rich as you want to be as long as you live." "That's right," said the man. "Whether it's a gallon of milk, a Rolls Royce, the exact change will be there." The waitress goes, "One more thing, sir. What's with the ostrich?" The man replies. The man sighs and pauses, looks up and says, "My second wish was for a tall chick with long legs who agrees with everything I say." I thought that was so cute. But anyway, thanks for watching. You guys please give this a try. You don't have to thicken it up like I did and do the additional step of browning some flour and added the broth to it and tighten it up to make it a gravy. I didn't like to add cornstarch with that because you can get the cornstarchy flavor just like the flour if you don't, cook it out. And I wanted it to taste really homemade. It was really delicious. Check it for seasoning. And if you don't want to do that, you can add 1.5 cups of rice, put the slow cooker back on and let it cook for an hour. Let all the rice absorb the water. And you can pull all the meat off the bones, and that'll be a delicious dinner. So once again, thanks for watching. Please comment. I like the comments more so than anything else. I appreciate your time. God bless. And I hope you had a good evening. Have a good evening and get everything you want this year that you're praying for.